Hello YouTube, I'm your Huckleberry, and these are honey badger knives. And as you can see, we have three different sizes here. So these are essentially all the exact same knife. Same blade shape, same blade steel, everything like that, just in three different sizes. We have the large in the tan, we have the medium in the green, and we have the small in the black. And let's get into some specs here. For the large, you are looking at an 8.2 inch overall length with a 3.5 inch blade. You're getting about a 3 1/4 inch cutting length, you know, with this big choil here. And as you can see, they all three have a pretty large finger choil there. With the medium here, you're looking at 7.3 inches overall with a 3 1/4 blade length and about a 2 3/4 inch cutting edge there. And then with the small, you're looking at about 6 1/2 inches overall with a 2.75 inch blade length and about a 2 1/2 inch cutting length there. And so these knives are budget knives. You're looking at about $33, $34 for the medium, and $36 for the large. You can find them at a website, westernactive.com. You can find them there. You can also find them on Amazon. And if you just Google honey badger knives, I'm sure they come up in other places, but those are the two places that you can for sure find them. They are all going to be 0.12 inches thick on each one of those there, the blade stock, which which was kind of weird to me. I kind of thought maybe you'd go a little bit thinner on the, especially on the small, at least on the small knife, because it's quite a bit smaller than the large, and even quite a bit smaller than the medium. But nope, the same 0.12 inch blade thickness. They all have FRN handles here, and they are all a stainless steel liner lock, as you can see there. They all have the same kind of stainless steel liner lock. Like I said, these are all essentially the exact same knife, just scaled down or scaled up, however you want to look at it. But just to scale, they're all different there. They all are right hand tip up only. And so they all have a nice deep carry clip actually, but they're all right hand tip up only, as you can see there. They all have HCR 13 MOV blade steel with this kind of drop point blade and a satin finish, a really nice blade shape that I like. That's a very good, useful kind of utility blade shape. It just works. It's worked for a long time. And let's get the weight of these three guys. So let's start with the small here. Get the other two kind of off screen. Bring in the AccuWeight scale, and let's get a weight. So we're looking at about 2.6 ounces for the small. Now let's look at the medium. Looking at about 2.9 ounces for the medium, so it doesn't go up all that much. And let's look at the large. You're looking at about 4 ounces for the large. So the large goes up a little bit there, but you're getting quite a bit more blade, and that's a pretty stout blade there. And so there you go. There's the weights on these guys. Let's do some size comparisons, and let's start. Let's get the small and medium out here together, and then we'll do the large maybe separately there. So okay, let's look at it against kind of a standard Kershaw leek. So as you can see, it's going to be right about, the leek's going to be right about the same size as the small. It's going to compare pretty favorably with the leek. If we line it up, actually the leek's going to be a little bit bigger. It's actually going to, in terms of overall length, the leek's going to compare more to the medium there. When we get it all lined up, let's get it all lined up there. And so there's the leek. Let's look at it against another kind of standard here, the Benchmade Griptilian. Let's slide it in there. So the Griptilian is going to be larger than both of these by decent little amount there. You can see they're all pretty evenly lined up there at the back. And this is the large Griptilian, by the way. And you can tell it's bigger than both of those there. Let's look at it against a knife that our review will be coming up on. Let's look at it against a K-bar Dozier there. And the K-bar is going to be a little bit bigger than the small there. And let's just get it on top of the large here so we can get a better idea, or the medium, so we can get a better idea. Yeah, it compares pretty favorably to the medium. That's about the size of the medium there. All right, and now let's break out the large one here and kind of get it on camera and do some size comparisons for the large. And let's bring that leak back out. And so in terms of the leak, it's going to be quite a bit larger than the leak. Quite a bit larger than the leak there. As you can tell, the large is that's a good size knife there. You're looking at a little bit over 8 inches overall. You're getting into a good size knife. A good weight though. A pretty good weight for what you're getting there. Let's look at it against the Griptilian again. And there you go. And it's going to be just a little bit larger than the Griptilian, actually, a little bit longer than the Griptilian. And again, let's bring out the K-bar, the Dozier. And again, larger than the Dozier as well. And just for fun, let's look at it against another larger knife, the Civivi Paraxis. And as you can see there, the Paraxis, it's actually pretty favorable. The Paraxis is going to be a little bit longer, just a little bit longer there. But overall, you can tell, you know, just kind of in the blade height. And the blade height on the Paraxis is, again, probably going to be a little bit taller. But overall, the Paraxis gives you a good idea of the size of the large there, I believe. All right, now let's bring these guys back out. Kind of get them lined up here again. All right, let's talk on them. Let's talk about some pros and cons here. A pro is the action on all three of these is really good. It has a good action. For a $30 knife, as a matter of fact, let's just say it. For a $30 knife, it is a great action, in my opinion. You're not going to get, I don't think you can get a much better action for 30 bucks, you know, between $33 and $36. So let's just, you know, call it like 35. For around $35, you're not, I don't think you're going to find, I don't think I have a knife with a better action for $35, quite frankly. It's a great, it is a really good action. And that is because it's riding on stainless steel bearings. All three of these are. They're all riding on stainless steel bearings. And you can hear that lockup. I mean, that's a good solid lockup on all three of these. Yeah. And so it's got a great action because it rides on stainless steel bearings. All three of these do. I do like the finger choil in all of them. I like that you can choke up on them. And you can see here's the large in my extra large hands. I wear extra large gloves. And so you can see the large there, and you can see the choke up there. You can choke up really well on them. They all also have great jimping. I really like this jimping. This is excellent jimping. Not too shallow, not too sharp, very useful. And you get it in the finger choil there so that your finger is not going to slip up on that blade, even when you're really bearing down on something. You got really good jimping there on all three of these. Here's the medium and my extra large. The medium is probably my preferred size. If I was just going to go with one of these, I'd probably go with the medium. It's probably the size that would work best for me, that I like best. So there it is. And, you know, it's a full 4-finger grip, even when I'm not using the finger choil, but when I'm choking up, it definitely is. But there you go. And here's the small. I like the small too, though. The small is kind of it's really a 3-finger knife for me when I'm not using the choil. It's a 4-finger knife when I'm using the choil. But when I'm not using the choil, it really becomes a 3-finger knife. But still, I like the small as well. I like all three of these. They're just good knives. I really like the honeycomb pattern on all of these. It not only provides traction, I just like the way it looks. I think it's neat. It's not just your standard you know, there's nothing wrong with this G10, but it's just, you know, it's standard. It's just standard G10. This is, of course, FRM, but you're getting a nice, it's a different pattern. I love their logo, Honey Badger, because I like the Honey Badger. You can look up Honey Badger on YouTube and come across all kinds of funny videos. Honey Badger's a nasty little animal, but they are fun to watch. They will take on lions and everything else. And lions are, of course, huge, much, much larger than the Honey Badger, but the Honey Badger don't care. But I like the honeycomb pattern on the Honey Badger knife. I think that's some nice symmetry there, if you want to call it. I like that a lot. It provides traction. It looks good. I like it. I like the variety of colors that it comes in. You know, they're basic colors, but at least they give you an option. At least they're not just, black FRN, stainless blade, black FRN, black blade. I don't think any of these actually come with a coated blade, but I don't think that's an option. But, I like the fact that they give you a green option and a tan option as well. It's always nice to have options. I wish maybe there was the more color options, the better in my opinion, but at least they give you 3 there. And you can get any one of these sizes in any of these colors. So you can get a large black or a large green or a small green or a small tan, all three sizes come in all 3 colors. I do like the finishing. The finishing on them is good. No hot spots or sharp edges anywhere really, except on the blade. This is a little bit of a sharp edge up top on these. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's just kind of a sharp angle there. And like I said, it's not bad. You're not really going to notice it. But it's there. I like that. I do also like the deep carry clip. They all 3 come with a deep carry clip, as you can see there on all 3 of those, which is good. The price, of course, I love. You can't beat the price at right around $35 for all of them. I do like that, okay, the small does not have milled liners, stainless steel liners, as you can see, but that's okay because, it's light enough weight anyways. The medium and the large, I think you can see in there, they do have milled liners, which is good. It always helps reduce weight. That's just always a good thing in my opinion. I like when companies do that. Like I said, the small doesn't have it, but it doesn't really need it because it's light enough weight already, as you saw when we weighed it. I do like that it has jimping on the liner. Makes it easy to access. The liner is easy to access. As you can see, it protrudes there just a little bit above this cutout, which makes it really easy to get to, which is really nice. They all 3 had a good edge out of the box, a very good, useful edge. They all came sharp, which is a knife should be, but there's a lot of companies who seem to not understand that sometimes. But these all 3 came good and sharp out of the blade, nice and slicey. So I really like them overall. I think they're good knives. There are a few cons. As I said, a little bit of a sharp edge on the top of these blades. Nothing too serious. For $35, it could be a lot worse. They are right hand only. So sorry, lefties. These are not the knives for you because they are right hand only. That's the only option on the clip there is right hand tip up carry. The steel ACR 13 MOV could be better. But for $35, it's not bad. It sharpens up nice. Yes, it is a bit of a softer steel, so you do have to sharpen them more often. But you know what? These would be good knives to practice sharpening on if you were so interested in doing that. Because I think ACR is probably a good steel to practice your sharpening on. And so ACR for $35 again, I can't complain too much. I just can't. And it's just you can't complain about that for $35. When I got these, all 3 of them did have some slight lock stick. Nothing bad, nothing terrible, but it was there. Since I've had them and carried them and used them a little bit now, the lock stick seems to have worked its way out where I don't have that anymore. I don't really feel that on any of these. I don't feel any lock stick. But there was definitely there on all 3 of them when I first got them. There was definitely some lock stick, but I think that's pretty much it's all worked its way out, all three of them. And it didn't take too long for it to work its way out either. So overall, I really like these knives. I think these are great, great, great budget options. I think they're going to be a lot better than many other $35 knives out there because you're getting bearings, you're getting a nice lightweight package and with the FRN handles, milled liners. You're getting really good jimping and a good finger choil. You're getting a lot of good there because you can even, there's two ways to open it. You can, of course, flip it, and there's also good jimping on the flipper tab there. I think I forgot to mention. But you can definitely also use that deployment hole there to open these up because these are, the action on these is just going to be hard to beat for, for $35. It's just going to be hard to beat. This is a knife that you give somebody who is like just starting to get into knives, who maybe they've seen you carry knives, and they start asking you questions about knives. This would be a good one to give them, is one of these. And say, here, you can have this. Because at $35, if it gets somebody else into knives, that's well worth it, in my opinion. And this is going to be a knife that's really a really nice knife. This is a good gift knife. If somebody gave me a knife like this as a present for whatever reason, birthday, Christmas, whatever holiday you celebrate, whatever, I would be very pleased. I would be very happy. I think even knife guys, I am a knife guy, and so I think most knife guys would be happy receiving one of these because it's a good knife. It really is for $35. The kind of, these are made in China, of course, but the kind of China brand knives that are coming out here recently in the budget realm in the $30 to $50 range, they're all seeming to come with bearings and pretty good actions and good detents. All of these have really good detents. You're not really going to, I even can't shake the large. I thought I could maybe shake the large out with that larger blade, but you're not going to be able to shake any of them out. They're going to stay secured. And they're going to be nice. They are nice knives. They're good knives to work with. These would be such great beater knives. If you work at a job that requires you to really get in there and use your knife in, kind of hard use situations. I work at a flooring store, and I would say that I'm probably a medium use guy is what I would categorize me as. I use my knife, medium use, I guess. Not quite hard, but definitely more than just, in an office. This would be a good hard use knife. Because it's something, that you can bang around, you can abuse. The 8CR sharpens up. Now you are going to need to sharpen it maybe more often than others, but it is going to sharpen up nicely. It's going to sharpen up to a good sharp edge, and it's pretty easy to sharpen. And so this is a good work knife, if you ask me. It's just a good knife overall. They were easy to carry. Like I said, with that deep carry pocket clip, they carried very well. They're lightweight. There's just a lot to like about these knives. And even the problems that I mentioned there's tiny problems compared to what you're getting for $35. It's just really hard to complain about these, in my opinion. And so, yeah, I like all three. Pick your size. If you like smaller knives, go with the small. If you like big knives, go with the large. And if you want something in between, they got you covered with the medium. They also do have a hawkbill blade shape that comes in, it only comes in two of the sizes, I think. I think it only comes in large and medium. I don't think they make a small hawkbill knife, or maybe it was only a small and a medium and not a large. But anyway, they do make one with a hawkbill shape that looked nice. I might try to get my hands on one of those just to check those out, just because these are really good, so why wouldn't that be really good? You can go to the Western Active website and just look and see what they have and, pick out what you like. You can also look on Amazon. Like I said, they're on Amazon for around the same price. So this is all really, these are just really nice knives. These are good knives for $35. You're going to be hard pressed to find a knife as good as this for $35, or a knife that can beat this at the $35 mark. They're good knives. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy it, it's okay. You can hit the thumbs down. You can leave me down a constructive criticism, comments, questions, whatever you want in the comments below. But whatever you do, please be sure to hit that subscribe button there because I do have many, many more knives to be reviewed coming up, as well as some other gear that I'm working on, getting reviews of, maybe a pin or two. I got some multi-tools, flashlights that I'm kind of working on reviews for. So those will be coming up as well. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye.